Let's see if the lights are on. Okay, lights are on. Hello, this is Victor at RestoreYourMercedes.com. This video is for Willie in Oregon, and this is the passenger side throttle body from S600 V12. 95 model, I believe, based on the interior of this throttle. It looks like it's 95 model, maybe late 94. But anyway, Willie, I wanted to talk to you about the situation here. So, first off, the connector came without its shell. Okay, so I do need the shell because you cannot leave it like this because it's just doesn't stay in. I mean, you have to have a shell. So that's something to like check with your mechanic, see if he has it. The shell is needed. Okay, because I don't know if I have any left. These are very rare and very valuable to me because for this very reason, somebody tries to fix it, they break them, and now you need new connector. And the only way to source it is to buy a whole new throttle body and get the connector off it. Okay, so that's the case. The good news is that it's not broken internally, which is nice, but the clamshell is needed. Like, there's supposed to be a shell that goes over it. So that's that. Wires are destroyed, we know that. So I'm making this video with a little zoomed out sort of setting, but you get the idea. The wires are totally gone. Let me see if I zoom on it, because I'm very close to the workbench, so for that reason, you know, the video will be kind of weird. So that's why I'm zooming out. Wires are terrible, no question about it. The motor, here's the motor. Motor just been done, had some rust in it. I cleaned it off, and now it's spinning. Brushes, one of them was stuck, so I got the brushes done and it's breaking in right now. I will let it spin for as long as I can, let brushes work themselves in. And this is the most interesting part of the video, really. This is the first time I'm seeing this. I never saw this in my life on V12 units, but this is what happens. Now, cracks over here, that appears on many of them. Okay, so these pieces right here, that can be glued. But the biggest issue is this. You see, I can't see here. You see, that is a vital part of potentiometer. Obviously, this is the slider. I cannot even take it out because it's broken inside. I'll show you how the nice one looks. So now I have to actually open this whole thing up and see what I can do. I mean, obviously I do not want to glue this because it's plastic and it's inside and might not be a good idea. So I would need to see if I have any of these spares. I should. I have to look in my parts bin. But this is bad. I mean, this is like, you know, beside the wires and the motor, and now this is the most defective throttle that I've seen on any V12s that I've ever worked on. But it's obviously fixable. So again, that is extremely fragile. So to separate the plastic, that probably will not happen. This is all going to just disintegrate. Well, what can we do? Like, this is the normal part. It's a spare of mine, and as you can see, this one is in much better shape. And this is how it's supposed to look, that broken part. You see, this is the actual potentiometer slider. I mean, this is where the lever goes. There's one on this side, there's one on the other side. They're independent from each other because there are two potentiometers. This switch right here, this is the primary unit. It doesn't matter because slave unit, passenger side unit switch is not present, it's not needed. But this is the primary one, so it fits both. And you can see this one is nice because it has no cracks or anything, so this is a nice example. But this is how it should look. I just wanted to show you. See, that's the actual piece where lever goes right here. It must be obviously on this potentiometer, and yours So now I can do close-ups. Yours is broken, cracks are visible, so I mean, well, it is what it is. I mean, what are you gonna do? It's an older piece. Good news is that I can fix it all. It's just that, you know, it's expensive. But you need this unit, obviously, so your car drives. The other side, I just cleaned it off a little bit. Now you can touch it. It's nice. No oil residue or anything. The wires cut off because I don't want them when I clean throttles. On this side, just want to show you because I haven't done anything with internals yet. Let me pause this video so I can open this side. Okay, so let's continue recording. Now, this side right here, as you can see, rust, and well, this is just probably mechanic touched it, not a big deal, and overheat. Okay, that's the motor, because the motor sits there. If you can imagine, it's like this. The motor sits in that cavity, so there's a little bit of a rust and there's like a little black residue here. This is a sign of pretty much overheating of the motor, but probably because brush was stuck, so it was working very, very hard, eventually failing. So this whole unit has totally failed. Just to close the openings while I wash this. Electrical board looks good. And the last thing that, actually I never checked that, let me just check it now. Last thing, which I never seen in my life, but still worth to try, is the clutch coil. Let's just see if it's good, because if that thing is not good, then yeah, it is good. Okay, good. Because I actually once in my life I saw bad clutch coil on V12, and that was amazing to see. I never seen it. They never really fail. But the clutch coil, as you can see, here's the readout, 5 ohms. That's fine. So we're good there. Therefore, this unit is worth repairing, because to remove the clutch coil is crazy. Also, lack of lubrication. You can hear the gears like making this kind of weird noise. So anyway, that is obviously will be lubed. I'm gonna lubricate all of that. Okay, so this is a little long video, but then just wanted to give overall a look of what's going on, because now, before I move on, I have to remove the potentiometer. So that's kind of a job, because this has to come out, and you got to take the plate out, and lots of operations. And obviously I will need to clean this, I will have to clean that, but I'll do it when I have it all disassembled. Once you watch this video, please double check on shell for this connector. I need that piece. Throttle body came without the cover attached to it, not a big deal, but I'm just saying. And the connector shell was missing. Okay, so I'll yeah, let's zoom out a little bit. So I guess this is it. It's a long video, but there's so many issues here that I wanted to cover. Therefore, I'm making the video. It's very difficult to explain over the phone what's going on. So I decided to make the video before. And then obviously when it's repaired, then I'll make video how it works after. So this is all for me. This is Victor at restoreyourmercedes.com, and thank you for watching.